All right, Chris, took a look. It does look better, but we got room for improvement still. But we're on the right track. You're showing it's a lot better. And again, make sure you understand, like in games right now, I don't want you worried about it. Just go play, and we'll keep cleaning up as we go. But you just compete out there in games. I think you actually play today. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this in slow motion. Ah. All right. This leg looks a lot better. Stance, I still think should be a little bit wider. Yeah, see, that's on the right track, man. So let's see where the connection happens. Yeah, you're a lot closer there. But see how that's still a little bit of a stop because that's where it clicks in. God dang it, get to that position. That position right there is your loaded position, brother. That's when that foot ought to be coming off the ground. So again, your foot should still be on the ground. And again, you see how your knee is leaking already? Got to get that sucker. We got to get that sucker in there, man. That just kind of separates everything and loses your backside. But with all that said, with all that critiquing, that's a much better position. But right there's your loaded position. All right, so you see that you're what, a half a click away. So last week we were landing really open and weak. Let's see what that's better. Yeah, foot on the ground. Let me try to get that right. So the foot's finally strong on the ground right there. Right there. All right, so a lot better. That's not our launch position, but that's a heck of a lot closer, man. So pretty centered, elbow still bent. Backside still has some juice, but it's still not as strong as it could be. Front side's pretty closed, slightly open. And then from there, I'm pretty darn good. Yeah, man. Pretty good right there. That's a lot better. But you see how you come up a little bit at the end? Instead of stay down right there. Stay down and through. Don't come up in them legs at contact right there. Boom. Let's go. Let's clear that. Go to the next swing. But I'm happy. Oh shoot. I'm happy about that, man. That's pretty darn close. All right, this is the next one. At least it's getting back there now. And that one just got tight on you. Is why you popped that up. So I ain't gonna break that one down. Let's go to the next one. Sorry. All right, this is, I think, wait, is this where I start talking to you? Okay, yeah, that's when we were talking about you getting connected. So just kind of watch this. In fact, let me back that up. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off of the normal. So, all right. So again, watch right here when we're talking about it. When I get you to just try to connect. There. That's it. So you know how to do it. Again, you know how to do this. Dadgummit. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now a little more relaxed here. But that's clicked in. That's your loaded position right there. Now notice though, when we go back to hitting, you don't quite get there. You're close, but that's what I'm glad we're on the right track because you got the right thing right there. That's your loaded position. That foot comes off, then we attack. All right, I just want you to see that.
See the flash film?
Go back to slow motion. Yeah. Okay, so we're working on it right there. That's it. Now we got to just start trusting that. Well, you working your butt off and get that muscle memory so we don't have to think about it. Getting in that position. See that click late? Again, I'm happy with the swing. But watch again. You look good. It's a good clean load, but click. Watch it click. It clicks right there, and now I shoot forward just a hair. Leak open just a hair. And you just lose it. Now again, you're doing a great job with your top half because look, when you land your foot, you're still pretty good right there. But I'm telling you, man, if you get that right and we're landing there, look how much better. Oh, right there. A little more level here, too. You got to get that front shoulder down. Now, when you hear front shoulder down, yes, down, but both shoulders should be down, so it should be level. But, again, we'll worry about that when we get this down, this launch position. So instead of you landing there, see the difference? You're losing power right there. Sorry. Again, the swing pad, you look good. Short, compact. So again, that's what I'm saying in games right now. Like today, let's not worry about it, but let's keep working on it to get this thing perfect. So hopefully this year start showing home run power in games, and within the next 2-3 years, damn, as strong as you are, you can be a good power hitter. And not to mention the power, timing wise, when we're timing up from a position, let's go through it again. You're so close. God, you got to get that knee to get you in there better, man, to get that back hip loaded. But it's close. All right, so click. God, that's a good position right there. Study that position. That is your loaded position. That is where you're going to pick that darn foot up. So again, you're on the ground right now, probably with the heel up, like we were practicing a minute ago. Just the heel up, and that hip is getting in there. So then when you pick up, that sucker just winds all the way back and then unleashes the beast. But think about it, Chris. If you're landing like that, where nothing's come out of there, you're still in there. You're still in there. You're still in there. Everything's still strong. Everything's still strong. That's what makes us great at timing, because you're landing in that launch position where all you have to do from there is turn and react with your hands. But that slight little, now again, I don't think it'll affect you that much this year being below varsity level. But it's when we get to that higher level of baseball when pitchers can actually pitch. And it's not only just velocity, just being able to pitch. That little leak on fastballs will be the death of your career eventually. You won't be able to make it to a high level of baseball. And again, it's all fixable, so I'm not worried about it. But I'm just saying, if you stayed like this, you could not get to where you want to be as a baseball player, as a hitter at the top level of the game. And this is why most kids can't get to that level. Is because of slight little flaws like that they didn't even know about, and it just makes them a hitter that they pretty decent because you're a good athlete, but man, y'all got greatness in you. And look how stiff those legs are because of that too. Ooh, but again, great swing. But I'm very happy though, because think about last week's video compared to this week's video. That's a huge improvement. I still think we get a tad wider. And the hip's actually getting loaded a lot better. Ooh, a little choppy there. But the hip is definitely getting loaded. It's just, again, it's not loaded when you kick, so there's that delay in our timing, which, again, kills us against the best pitching in the world. Boy, think about it. So right now, while we were hitting the other day, you thought this was your loaded position. Look how close you were from actually being in it. There. See how that leg got super strong right there? That's where it's super strong. So then from there is where when you pick up that foot, it's really going to wind up for you. And so you don't have that because I'm hoping you can see it like I'm seeing it. It has a stop to get that, and then that's what starts leaking you. You can start look at your front side. Watch your front side here. How when that click happens, the front side starts to leak right there. Starts coming out of there. See all that starting to unravel, unravel, unravel. And then again, it almost makes it where your body's going this way and this side's going this way. It just, we lose that strength. And that stiffness in the legs is created because of that leak right there. So that little leak, when you land, you're leaked. When you go to swing, you only got so much. So you had to kind of rush the hip to get there. And that's what comes up in those legs. That's why those legs come up right there. If you land there consistently, I don't see that happening. I see that you'll be able to stay down through that ball so much better and get all that power you're wanting. And again, this is what coaches point out to us. Like when we're hitting, they'll see the finishing mode where they go, "Ooh, you're up in your legs. Don't come up." Well, you pretty much had to come up to get your hands there, right? If you're in that better position, now the legs can keep staying down and getting through, and then the hands really get out there. And there's your power, big man. Easy stuff, brother. Easy stuff, man. But again, I'm very happy that we're a notch closer. Now this next week, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Because boy, you're an adjustment of way in my mind of being really dominant this year. And then you're only fighting yourself in batter's boxes about getting tight on swing and stuff. Hey, everybody fights that. But the guys that fight getting tight on their move is strictly because we don't have that hip where it's supposed to be. Ooh, right there. Right there. That leg can't get any more loaded. That is when we're picking up. So think about it right now. You are picking up there, and it's still loading, still loading, still loading. Now it's loaded. So as soon as it got completely loaded, it doesn't wind up, it stops and goes forward. And then you see how you just leave your backside behind, just a tad. And you really got to slow it down like this to see it. So don't think it's bad. Oh, we just get, because man, think about it. When we get to that position right there and you're picking up from there, nothing's going to stop your hip from going doo, doo, swivel, swivel, or however you want to say that, rotate and rotate. Nothing will stop it. But because you got to that position in the air, there's that stop. And that's what leaks you. Now, again, Chris, make sure you understand you're only leaked a little bit. But the breaking of the rhythm, too, is what will make you take a swing like that, where you're off time like that because of the stop. And we've got to get that hip where when you kick, it's just like I say, it's ready, our positioning, set is our load, and that kick is a go move. Well, you look at it with your eyes right here. Is it a go move? Is it going, 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 or is it stop? It stops. Look at that position right there. Here's what I mean, you guys have got to start understanding the longer we play, the pitch is going to keep getting better. I want you in your stance where you'd start more like that. So again, hold on. There's somewhere in here. So if you're on the ground in your stance, more like this. See how much stronger that back leg is already? And you're still centered as heck, right? So I don't want you like all back on your backside. What I'm saying is having that hip closer to the connection. So then if you started here in your stance and then you loaded to here, then picked up, think about how easy that load is now. So from here to here, that's truly just a relaxation away. Relax and I'm loaded. Relax and I'm loaded. So let's get our stance more here. You're there. Get your stance more in there. I think that could take care of everything we're talking about. It's so, instead of starting here, start there. That looks a million times stronger to me. Compared to, okay, that's where I want you to start in your stance. Look at your back leg. Look at your back leg on this one. And then look at your back leg on that one. Again, sometimes it's hard to believe that that's the kind of adjustment we need to make to get what we're wanting to do. But I promise you it is. And that's why I love doing these videos, is to really show you, man, you're so close, but that's a delay. Look at that. I'm about to finish up. I know it's long, but that's a delay when you kick. And we can't have delay. It's got to be go. It's got to be go because you got to dominate on fastballs. Hey, go dominate fastballs today in your game, brother. Good job.